anything without losing at all the sense of periphery. You do see all the background in this outdoors, but at the same time you are focused only on one single area. And clear vision is exactly that. The macula is so small that it's not even 1% of the size of the whole retina. Let's look at something really, really pleasant, like a flower. Isn't it beautiful? Can you help me describe what we're seeing here, Tony? We're looking at the petals in general, and we're looking at the veins, right? Mm-hmm. Any more description you have?
I can see the stem and the purple center of the stem and the leaves around it, pinkish color, and with a greenish center of the leaves.
And the more you look at it, and the more you look at parts of those leaves, the clearer the flower becomes, doesn't it?
Yes.
Great. And exactly the same way we can do shifting by looking at details. For example, when you look at this page, Tony, you can take a look at it. Take a look at the large print of the page. And you can see that you can see them pretty well from this distance, right?
Right.
Take a look at them from where it's fuzzy to see them. For example, this distance. Mm-hmm. And you look at the letters in such a way as if you are writing them, as if you had ink and you blackened each one of those letters, and you look from letter to letter, from ink to ink, from print to print. Now close your eyes and visualize that the letters are black and the page is white. And if it is hard for you to visualize that, say it. Say 3 times. The letters are black, the page is white. The letters are black, the page is white. The letters are black, the page is white. Open your eyes. Is it a bit easier to look at those letters?
Yes.
Now take a look at the second column without changing the distance. Very important. Don't change the distance and don't strain to see anything. Look at the spaces between the words. Look at the spaces between the lines. It's very important that when you don't see something clearer, you don't try to see it clearer, just look at what you can see. So you see the spaces between the words, you see the spaces between the letters, close your eyes and say, the ink is black, the page is white. 3 times.
The ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white.
And open your eyes. And if you can see it without saying it in your eye mind, then just do that. How does it look to you? Does it look to you with more contrast?
Yes.
Now let's take a look at the third column and see the spaces between the words and see some spaces between letters. Can you see some spaces between letters?
Yes.
Now close your eyes and say, the letters are black, the page is white.
The letter is black, the page is white.
The letters
is black, the page is white. The letter is black, the page is white.
Open your eyes and take a look at the letters. And you can see that the spaces between the letters are a bit clearer. Mm-hmm. Now let's take a look at the lower letters. And there it's very hard to read anything, but you can take a look at the spaces between the words, spaces between the letters, spaces between the lines. And again, close your eyes. And those of you who have imagination, you don't have to say it out loud. And those of you who have a hard time imagining, say, the ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black and the page is white. The ink is black and the page is white. The ink is black and the page is white.
Now open your eyes and see if you see greater contrast between the page and the ink.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now look back at the big print. And how does that big print look?
Much better than before.
Wonderful. And all you need is an improvement. And you're going to see that right here in the bright daylight, and especially if your page is in the sun and if you're in the shade, that will give you a very clear vision. Right now, let's work on balancing the eyes. A great stress for the eyes is the fact that they're not balanced, that one eye sees way better than the other eye. And it's very important to make sure that the two eyes are working together. So, let's start with the flower again. How do the details of the flower look to you?
Looks okay.
Can you describe me what you see?
Again, the petals, the stems, and the leaves of the flowers, different colors.
Now close your strong eye, which is, in your case, your right eye. Could be, in your case, left or right. Okay? Cover it. And how does the flower look to you now? Can you still follow the details?
Yes, but less clear.
Less clear. Describe them then.
You can still see the green stems and pinkish leaves.
Wonderful. Now open both eyes. And how does the flower look right now?
It's clear with both eyes.
It's clearer, isn't it?
Yes.
So now, what we're going to do is put a small piece of paper between the eyes. And what you'll do is take any piece of paper that you can fold into four, put this paper in front of your weak eye, and wave with this paper in front of the strong eye. So you wave with one paper in front of the strong eye, while with the weak eye you're looking at the paragraphs. I want you to look at the spaces between the words. Put it in an uncomfortable area. Do you see the spaces between the words?
Yes.
Can you read the words?
Barely.
Barely. That's exactly where you want it to be. Now close your eyes. And while you visualize that you're waving the page in front of the strong eye, and you don't have to do it when you are visualizing it, just visualize it. Then visualize that the letters are black and the page is white. And say it 3 times. The letters are black,
the page is white.
The letters are black, the page is white.
The letters are black and the page is white.
Open your eyes, wave the page, and look at the print. How does it look right now?
It's clear now.
Now look at the second paragraph. Do you see the spaces between the words?
Yes.
Keep waving. Do you see the spaces between the letters?
Yes.
Do you see the spaces between the lines?
Yes.
Close your eyes and say, the ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white. The ink is black, the page is white. The ink is black, the page is white.
Now look at the third paragraph. Do you see the spaces between the words?
Yes.
Do you see some spaces between letters?
Yes.
Can you see some letters?
Again, barely.
Barely. Close your eyes. You don't have to wave the page again. The ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white.
And if you can visualize it, you don't have to say it. The ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white. The ink is black, the page is white.
Now open your eyes and wave again. How does it look?
It's better.
Good. Look at the lower paragraph. Do you see the spaces between the words?
Yes.
Do you see the spaces between the lines?
Yes.
Can some letters surface up?
Again, it's barely.
Okay, close your eyes. And don't wave. And visualize that the letters are black and the page is white. And for those who can't visualize, say it.
The letters are black,
the page is white.
The letters are black, the page is white.
The letters are black,
the page is white.
Wonderful. Now wave again and look at those letters. Is there more contrast?
Yes.
Now look at the dinky, smallest letters. Look at the spaces between the words. Look at the spaces between the lines. Close your eyes and say, the ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white.
The ink is black, the page is white. The ink is black,